The mind is everything, your mindset. It's all about your mindset. Yeah, you hate your job. I hate my job. Yeah, you hate your job. But it's all of you just need to change your mindset around it. Sure. Stop thinking about your trauma. So I spent a very long time having this very, very intellectual understanding of many times like why I act the way I act, or like why I couldn't make certain changes in my life, in my habits pattern. And I was really, really good at like explaining. I was really, really good at explaining my patterns. Like I was quite surgical about it. Like, oh, whenever I'm in this kind of situation, I tend to have this kind of reaction, and this is because of this, that. And even though I was in a lot of meditation, a lot of somatic meditation, I was still spending a lot of my time in my head. A lot of my meditation will pass by with me just like analyzing, I'm this way because of this, that, or just spotting my patterns like, oh, when I have this thought, then this thought comes up, then this thought comes up, and that is just how I behave. So even though I had all of this awareness and all these like tools, I had a lot of like access. We all have access to YouTube. I had a lot of access to YouTube, to this information about like therapy, psychotherapy, Freudian psychology, existential psychology, just so many tools out there. And yet it was just very difficult to break certain patterns, to break certain cycles. Yeah. I just feel like a lot of emotions and shame, a bit of shame at how long it took actually. And I can feel the sensations in my face, just like, yeah. But yeah, I think, which brings me to my topic. A lot of these things started to change. It's starting to change as I get more involved with particularly somatic experiencing. And what the fuck does that even mean? Well, I'm not sure. It's very interesting because, like, I was in a lot of somatic meditation. I was very aware of my body. However, my mind was very hyperactive, and I thought, oh, yeah, I need to sense these emotions, but I was always like using my mind to try to override my behavior, or to try to override, like, kind of gaslight myself. Let's say I still have a lot of anger. Let's say I get angry about something and I can feel the anger, like I can feel my breath warmer. That is how sensitive I am. But I was always trying to use my mind to override it and, justify why I shouldn't feel angry, or, oh, it doesn't make sense to be angry about this. Or, you're such a bitch to be angry at someone who is like going through these kinds of things. Like, oh, you are above this. You really should be above being angry about this petty ass shit. I'm just human after all. Don't put the blame on me. Where am I going with this? And what am I trying to share out there in the world? I think there's just a lot of text out there that's like,
Oh, yeah, it's all in your mind. Oh, you have a choice around your anger. Didn't be angry.
there's just so much out there that is like, the mind is everything, your mindset. It's all about your mindset. Yeah, you hate your job. I hate my job. Yeah, you hate your job. But it's all of you just need to change your mindset around it. Sure. The mind is powerful. I'm like a big fan of the mind. I'm not taking that away. What I'm trying to introduce that is different from that thinking or that overriding of your physical bodily sensations is, you really need to like experience the energy. It's not helpful to the body when we try to override the emotions, because these emotions are kind of like an activation cycle. And the activation cycle, when you let it happen without shame, it completely completes itself. So the way I'm trying to experience this more is when I do feel these sensations. First of all, it's very important to feel it, which I was. And instead of trying to override the feeling, instead of trying to like gaslight yourself, we really need to tend to our nervous system. We really need to just like, okay, listen to, oh yeah, this is what is happening in the moment. And it's not just like, oh, when we go away to the side and meditate for 1 hour, which I was doing, meditating 1 hour every day. It's like, oh yeah, I'm so aware of my body. And then I just go out there and, I feel my anger and I'm like, oh no, you shouldn't feel this anger. This is why this, that. It doesn't make sense. But no, it's like it's all futile. So over and over again, I just keep ending up in the same pattern, in the same cycle, because I'm not letting that energy release itself. I'm not letting the activation cycle be completed. This is the most brilliant thing about like Peter Levin's theory about just activation cycles. And he really takes it down to animals in the Serengeti. He's always talking about the Serengeti for some reasons, but there are animals everywhere, guys. There are dogs everywhere. We see it in dogs, like something happens, they experience fear, they bark, and afterwards they realize that okay, there's nothing happening, and then they shake. It's just like, oh, they shake it all off, and that is them allowing the cycle to get completed. That is them tending to their nervous system. What I'm trying to get to here is kind of encouraging myself and you to experience these sensations, experience this activation, and allow it to happen and allow the cycle to complete. So there are two things I'm trying to bring out here. On one end, we don't want to like, experience a sensation. And some of us don't even feel anything at all because we've shut down ourselves for so long. We don't even know what it feels like to be hurt anymore. We don't know what it feels like to be angry anymore. Just killed everything. And then on another end, even when we're still very sensitive, like I was, I am constantly overriding it with my mind. So yeah, I really think my mission is to change this whole thing about, oh, it's all in the mind. I agree. No, it's not all in the mind. I agree that there is a lot of power that the mind has, but I'm really a proponent or like an activist. What's the word? Like an evangelist for the body, really the body. And I'm not just talking about, oh, you feel the sensations and you like talk about it and you're like, oh yeah, I feel these sensations, and you don't actually like leave it. You don't allow it to happen. You don't allow the activation cycle to complete. So it's something I'll be talking more on this channel. And instead of just talking, which is a manifestation of the mind, I would like to do like a very short practice with you in this moment. So we actually get to start to feel our bodies. And you're welcome to keep your eyes open. You can also close your eyes. Better close your eyes, actually. I think eyes closed is better. So you feel the sensations internally. First of all, just start by, feeling the chair that is holding you. That might be like, you really observe, you might feel kind of a needle prickling sensation in the relationship between the chair and your body. You start to feel the boundaries of this body. Like you are a body and you end somewhere, right? And just feel where you end in relation to the chair as opposed to where this chair starts. Just feel that boundary of your skin against the chair. Feel how tight your muscles are. Experience how much engagement you have right now between your body and your chair. Let's go to another place of boundary. If you're holding your phone, you're holding anything, just feel where your hands end and where your phone starts. Feel your eyes, where your eyes end and where the air starts. Oh, that's if your eyes are open. If your eyes are closed, just feel the boundaries of your face against the air in the room. Feel your cheeks. Feel your scalp. your scalp against your hair or the air if you don't have hair. Just feel the emotions that come up. I feel a bit of flush in my face. As you go down, feel your neck. This is not a still meditation. You can move around as I am right now. It's really about sensing your body. You can keep going down to your hands after you pause this video, end this video. And as I talk, just keep experiencing the boundaries of your body, where your body starts and where your body ends. And I'll be sharing more and more practices that gets us, one, to experience our bodies more, two, this completion of the activation cycle. Yeah, I hope this did something for you or helps the way you currently approaching your trauma or the ways you're approaching your healing, not letting your mind come in between your body's release of emotions, your body's release of patterns and sensations, your body's release of pent up energy, because ultimately the emotions are when you activate, when you go into a certain strong emotion, it's an activation of energy. And when we don't complete it, it stays stored in our bodies. And that can show up as chronic pain. That was my case for a long time. It can also show up as sleeplessness. It can show up as certain illness. There's so many ailments and illness that are caused by pent up stress or pent up emotions. Can also just show up as like toxic behavioral patterns as well. So, yeah, follow me on this journey to learn what it is to release, what it is to start to tend to your nervous system, what it is to work and move with your body, to know your body, to make your dreams happen, not just from your mind, but with your body. There's so much power in your body. There's so much power in your body. Thank you. So much love. I'm shy saying love, but yeah, I love you. Click like or subscribe if you enjoyed this. Would like to see more of this kind of practice that I'm going to be sharing to know yourself, know thyself. Thank you. Bye bye.